put a moment, you know, because I always need like several moments before I can figure, before I'm here. Oh. Okay, looks like you are able to hear me, which we've had problems with you not being able to hear me before, which is why I started early, because I wanted to double check that in case I needed to restart it all over again. Alright. Hello, Silly! Hello, Avalon. Hello. Warning, I don't know how good my internet's gonna be this time around, but, because it's thunderstorming outside. It's kind of just like starting. I don't know what that's gonna do. Normally it's fine, but who knows? Let me just send this to the Discord server. You want to be in the storm? Well, I'm actually happy it is storming right now, because even though it will be annoying for internet probably, hopefully it will put out the local forest fire. I hope it's going that direction. It's kind of sad. Hello, Mia. Happy to see you all. And that should be the right link. All right. So first up, a few things. Oh, for fan art, guess how tall I am. What are the vibes on my height? Yes, you may also guess. I'm gonna grab my charger. Make your guesses while I do that. Ow. Dude, my leg hurts. You're 4'11"? You're karma height. You're tiny. You're puny. Whoa. I'm not much taller. I'm 5'1". I can't say shit. There you go. That is my answer. I am 5'1". But you're shorter than me, therefore you're puny. There's actually quite a lot of short people in my family. Like, I have an aunt that's like 4'9", and I'm like, that's crazy. It's crazy that we are in the same room and I have to look down on you. This is something I've never experienced before. So, yeah. Anyway, just baby. But anyway, so we have a few things to talk about. One, there were no real theories submitted today, which, you know, that's fine. I don't really care too much. But I do have a few updates. So I'm just gonna skip that little part and do some updates. For one, we will no longer be streaming on Thursdays. Because we will be instead streaming on Wednesdays. So simply, me, my sister, mom, dad, we all work. And I've just decided that because of recent events in my life that it's just would be best if I, moved it to Wednesdays rather than Thursdays. So it's mainly just because of my schedule. So yeah, same amount of streams, just slightly different days. You have a job? Yes. I know how. Yeah, it's very surprising that I'm a functional member of society. I agree, but really, does it need of all caps, 2 question marks, 2 exclamation marks? Yes, I'm very lucky in this job market to be employed currently. I actually have, technically, I have 2 jobs. Congratulations to you, Christian YT official. This is not technically my part-time job because I am not getting paid. I will only consider it a job if I get paid for it. This is just like my hobby project. But I do technically have like another job because I do commission work. So I've actually been working on some commissions recently, and that's why I haven't published a short in a good minute because I've been busy. So yeah, by the way, Kofi, link in the description. People who have money, which is probably not many people here, but have money. Kofi, commission me. I'd really appreciate it. I kind of am in need of money right now. But as you can see, I finished coloring the greens from last Saturday's stream. I know, I was actually efficient and I did things when I was supposed to. Surprise! So that's the next update. Remember, Saturday, there will be a Saturday live stream, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Remember to submit your cyan characters. And with that, we're already 10 minutes into the thing, so I think it is time we get into the lore stream today. No more updates. Oh, slight update. I still haven't found my pencil, but yeah. Exactly. No shame for those that do not have money. Because I also do not have money. Like, I'm not hating. Not hating on no one. So, welcome to Phantasticus. Today, we will be talking about one of the final nature dragon, but not the final dragon. We actually have 3 more dragons to go through. But today we will be talking about Ikogaishi, the dragon of the land, which I feel like it only makes sense. Here, I gotta fold this back for a quick little bit. It makes sense to bring her up here and like, well, this is like a mountain, ice mountain. I feel like we should draw a little bit more mountains. Do we have homo animals? A better question to ask. Do we have hetero animals? Right? Right, okay, okay. Anyway. I don't know why, but I always have this habit of like drawing these mountains, like skinny little twig mountains. And I'd like to give her some girth for reasons that you will soon find out. But yeah, this is a very simple drawing. Honestly, that's me for real though. I lose everything. I usually find it. Usually is doing a lot of heavy lifting right now. You could submit Rainbow Dash for Rainbow Day, but you could do some Minecraft character in diamond armor. I don't know. It's really up to you. You'd have to probably. Honestly, I understand that it's probably a typo, but Little Blue is so cute. I love a little blue. Just a little blue, a little tiny baby blue. Add some texture because I'm insane. But anyway, we've got some mountains, and with that, yeah, I guess you have to. Also, I was thinking about this. So, like, this is Echo, right? And Echo, he is definitely, I was thinking about it a lot. He is definitely far more green than he is blue. However, I still allow him because he is blue-green, and I have just been allowing characters that are blue-green to work. Like, I allowed a character that was far more blue than green for the green stream. I will allow him that's far more green than blue for the blue stream. But I have so many light blue characters. Like, I was thinking, I'm like, oh, it would be fun to draw a character. And I'm just like, I realized that I have so many characters who are blue. Like, a good chunk of my angels are blue. Alger, he is blue. His whole thing is light blue. He is light blue. That's his whole holy color and stuff. Kalio's a bit too much of a dark blue, so. But, yeah. And then, you know, there's my girl, my lady, my wife, Melusina, so I don't know. I've been thinking as well. Albanda's a dark blue, though, so. And Ulazale's a dark green, so her time has passed. But, yeah. Oh, hello, Guzzy, with a new profile picture. Anyway, so last time we were here, we drew Ulazale, the god of the seas, but now we are going back to land. Ekaishi, god of the land. So, yeah. You're so good at drawing, I tend to do that. My handy dandy square. By the way, yes, this is called a square, everybody. This is a square. If you know, you know. If you don't, I'm not explaining. You're good at the blank page. I think he was talking about Alabanda, but yeah. It's not half a square, it's just a square, okay? We do not hate on my girl the square. Hold on. Let me just pull up my... Also, by the way, guys, since I talked about it last time of potentially like posting the whiteout, I have been looking for it. By the way, when I was wrong, it's not 8 chapters. It's only 6, but I might add a 7th. I don't know. But yeah. I need to finish the last chapter still. Where's the stupid thing? She's an E. All right. I know, we have like 5 people in here and 2 of them happen to have the same name. That is kind of crazy. What are the odds? I already hate my handwriting today. Off to a great start. We love my ass handwriting here. What are you trying to tell me? Whoa. Fine enough. We work with this, okay? Time to go to the actual fun part that I actually like doing. Also, I remembered my water this time. Rare remembering water moment. No. That's my answer to that. The answer is no, never. Oh, that's so sweet of you, silly. I am, yeah, really excited to have you today. And, wait, who said that? But yeah. So, actually, why am I starting drawing? I never start with drawing. I need to start with dragon. So, there's a bit of lore behind this dragon. So, remember when I said that, like, I started, like, I designed Ulazel before I made my 100 dragons. And then I decided for my other dragons to pull from the dragons I've already made. This is one example of me pulling from the dragons that I already made. However, I pulled from this one right here, the Boulder Draken, which for those that don't know, Draken is the old... Hey, Mercury, you know when you're done with the stream, someone can rewatch it? Yeah! I wanted all of my streams to be available to everyone. So if you missed a stream, then you can go back and watch it if you want to, of course. But so this is the original dragon of the Boulder Draken. It was I am able to delete them or unpublish them if I am there is one that I've been meaning to delete though. I really didn't though. Like you could see like barely my eyes. So, yeah. Though actually if you go back and if you want to find that, you can go through and edit live streams. So that is like you can't really see me anymore now. But yes, anyway, I want to actually talk on topic now. But so this is the Boulder Draken. So as you can see, it is originally a dragon, and I actually forgot that it was a winged dragon, and I thought it was just a drake. For those that don't know, like the cultural identification of dragons, the drake is just a four-legged dragon, no wings. So that is why I am making the decision to cut off their wings. Or wings be gone, I say. And so Echo Gashi will not have wings, but I just thought you would like a little bit of the lore there for that design. How will they fly? They won't. So one of the main things of like the theme behind this dragon was like terrain. So there's like a few things. For one, that like they don't breathe fire in the way that like a traditional dragon would. Instead, they eat molten like rocks, iron, and stuff that like live typically in like mineral rich areas, and they get so hot in their internal that they melt the rocks and then they kind of just shoot out this molten minerals at people. Like they practically spit magma at you. Will be a drake, no wings. But yeah. Thing is they do live pretty deep. They live in a few. There's like a few different like species variants, of these dragons. So. Sorry, I'm kind of tired, though I did nothing, but yeah. Oh, silly. But yeah, these dragons are really hardy. They live, there's like kind of two. I think the most common colors for the dragons I make a lot of them that are white and blue. And brown. Echo Gaishi here is brown. But I think a lot of them are blue. I am, thank you for asking, Christian Wanti. I'm actually doing, pretty well this time. Still struggling with my mental health a bit, but you know, that happens. Overall, I am doing good. Little overwhelmed by everything, but that tends to just be how it is. It is true, reality is gay. So excited that I'll be able to talk about the Amazing Digital Circus final in the Saturday stream. I won't be talking about it this time. But yeah. I don't like the nose spine. Where's my freaking eraser? So there's a few other things. So there's like a few variants of this dragon. They kind of live either in like caves and Guz, please don't. I'm gonna ask you not to, because even though I went through it and I censored it and I stopped, I have told you that I do not want to share my face, that I have no desire of the face, and you are making a joke of that by saying, oh, I'm gonna give you a link to the stream where things accidentally happened that I did not want or consent to. And you are making a joke of that, and I do not appreciate that. I will just flat out, not even time you out, block you from ever being able to comment again if you keep making jokes lightly about my comfort. I do not appreciate it. I'm glad you forgive me. I still feel a little bit bad for that moment. It truly was. I let my demons live. Normally, I try to put like a lot of careful thought into the things I say because I know my words and actions have impact on people. Which is why I try to be really careful about my words, especially what I say to actual other living being. And when I said that, I immediately felt bad because I'm like, you're showing up for like the first time. This is like the first time you've been in like the streams talking that I remember at least. And then my immediate reaction was saying that, and I'm like, oh, I have no idea who you are. I don't even got like chemistry with you as a viewer because you're a stranger to me. And I'm like, damn it. Let the demons win. But I'm glad that you had a good time. I am not sorry for setting boundaries. Well, yeah. So, the main things for this dragon is I wanted her to look like, like to me, honestly, I think she's almost like, this design is almost like too slender and lean and typical dragon for me. Because even though, it's like, it feels like, because I want her to be bulky. Welcome, Bodacious Rooster. Congratulations on getting a new treasure, but, yeah. So I'm thinking, wide dragon. Aw, thank you so much, is that Bassie? I really appreciate that. And see, that's why, you're a mod. I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate you and everything the community does. Even though I am like kind of stressed out, it's not like, don't get me wrong, it's not streaming's fault. I actually really like streaming. It genuinely brings me a lot of joy. I mean, I wouldn't be doing it if I wasn't having fun, right? And but even then, it's still like, I'm holding it as like a response ability as mine. And look, I would love to make plushies, actually, so much. I'm actually thinking about opening an Etsy shop, because even though I'm not able to make plushies, I mean, I already make like custom stuff in my OC. Like, look, I've got Karma's holy symbol as a pin here. I also have Azrael, and then I have Seth, and I have Pandora, because so they can kiss. But yeah, like, I was thinking about, it would be really fun to sell little merchandise of my OCs. I would not be able to do plushies right now, because I don't have the money for that, and I don't have the following to be able to do that. But I already make pins of my little guys. Like, I've got Phantasticus since March 13th, 2023. I've got Phantasticus. I've made Phantasticus merge for myself. So I was thinking about maybe opening like an Etsy shop and stuff. They sold their solo for a PB&J is what it says. Right now I really can only make pins. Though I have made custom stickers, they're just not high enough quality for me to be willing to sell to people, you know? Like, if I want to sell something, I want it to be something that I genuinely think, like, I'm genuinely proud of, and that I think is, like, worth buying. I would not buy my stickers. I would make them for myself. I would not sell them. But, like, where is he? I have an Echo Christmas theme sticker that I did. It's done traditionally, and then used parchment paper and then tape. But yeah, I have Echo in a little, unused sticker of Echo in a little Christmas box. It's his old design. You can tell because his ears are tiny and stupid. I also have one of Alger and Reinu, but I have no idea where that is. Oh, holy shit, I just found it. I used the wrong Mary, so as you can say, I used Mary like getting married. So then I tried to correct it very quickly to turn it into an E, but it's Merry Christmas, I guess, cuz yeah. It is a baby echo. And like also I would not be I don't think I'd be able to sell this, but you know, maybe. But I think the most awesome merchandise I have is my Azrael bag. Look at him. I use this to go grocery shopping. It has my yeah. Azrael's my favorite child. That's why I have him as a tote bag. He does look like, and that's kind of what I was going for that drawing. Is another reason for that, but yes. He's technically not a fallen angel. He was never considered an angel, but he's a half angel, so close enough. Wide dragon. Yeah. Honestly, a lot of people, yeah. I had a whole speech on him when I showed you, but I've actually had a lot of people saying that they would love my Azrael bag. Like, even those that do not know about Azrael as a character or anything about Phantasticus, I've had roommates being like, your art is just so good. I would buy a custom bag with your art on it. Like, especially in that style and, like, how I drew Azrael. Like, people just like it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. I mean, I am really happy because I've started taking commissions again, so you know, it's nice. It's like I am really happy. Like a lot of my other social media and stuff has been doing well. I've been like, you know, getting commissions and stuff. And while yeah, I definitely haven't been able to do as much YouTube stuff as I would like because of that, I am happy. Commissions are when you pay someone to make a custom piece of artwork for you. Yeah. I don't do free commissions actually. I don't draw for friends for free. I do something called art trades. It's when you like you pretty much you pay each other in art. Me and my friends, okay, so Echo may be my Horosi, but before Echo was the big whore, Azrael was my whore. And so I came up with my friend Redacted, which by the way, I talked to her. We've actually planned out like a general day and what we're gonna be doing for our live together. So we are going to be hopefully doing a collab live stream together before the summer's over. But we've done this thing where I draw their whore and they draw my whore, so we just swapped whores. And I will say their drawing of Azrael is one of my favorite drawings to this day. Yeah. We've just both been really busy this June, so that's why there hasn't really been much update or progress on that. Okay, I am liking this idea of these floppy ears, mainly just because I love drawing floppy ears. But yeah, I do like this wider head shape better than this smaller little twink head. It is true. We are a horse supporting household. So I think dog ears are nice, but I don't really like a look of a lot of them on dragons and stuff. Okay, I am see wide. Oh, I just realized you can like barely see what I'm doing down here. But yeah. I am liking this look. I do feel like she deserves to be decked out, so I'll not ruin this one. I'll ruin this one that I don't like, but yeah. Add like some jewelry and stuff. And you know, I've talked about it before where I think I want to make like these dragons a little bit more extra. Obviously, I added like a bunch of more wings to Alabanda. I use a bunch more like fins to Ulazel, and I feel like I could add another set of legs, and I do think that would look kind of cool. Or maybe even like arms, like give her like T-Rex arms. I would be ecstatic. I don't know if I'm willing to post like a PO box though. Yeah. Though I have had people be like, "Hey, I would love to." It's like, "Do you have a PO box? I want to send you stuff." And technically, I have a PO box because we don't live in a town that has mailboxes. We only use a PO, but I still don't want to give people even that. I think maybe I might set up. I don't know. Oh, hello, the priest of the Dark One. Does the Dark One have any words that they would like to say this time? Last time it was be gay, do crime. To be fair, I do that also with my friends. Like, to my friends, I literally say, I love you, good night. Like, we all say I love you to each other. It's literally, it's a part of the culture. Are you really friends if you don't kiss the homies goodnight? Mistakes aren't real, they're only happy accidents. Bob Ross! I'm glad to know the Dark One has taste. Yeah, but everyone kiss the homies goodnight. You gotta kiss them good day, okay? Gotta be special, unique. You know those like little horse things, like where the bit in the mouth with the thing? I keep like something is like, what if I give her one? But I'm like, it makes no sense. She wouldn't wear that. I thought you Hey, that's why I am not texting you. I love you good night because if we are more than friends and I say I love you good night to my friends, then why would I do it with you? Okay? Did you think about that? Yeah, exactly. Good afternoon kiss. We love that. Maybe add more horns. Do. Yeah. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'll be so honest. We're just drawing dragons. So, of course they do. Okay, so one idea I had. I'm gonna put it down here. Down here. Let's go to the bottom of the page. I wish my stupid thing was longer. It's not long enough. It goes about here. So, first. No. Starting with the head. I don't have homies. Sucks for you, bro. Okay, draw. As we all know, the dragon tutorial, we draw rib cage. We draw little pelvic area. Connect. Draw tail. Draw neck. Draw block. Draw leg. Draw leg. And then connect leg. Draw foot. Connect other leg. Draw foot. And there you go, dragon. True, slap him goodnight. That's real friends. I know, right? I don't know. Whenever I feel dragons, I feel like I have to draw them like so large and strong. And of course, connect the neck to the body. And for a bulky dragon, we gotta add some more bulk to it, you know? You know, build her like a train. So obviously I've got like my basic ideas I'm doing. Like I want to do floppy ears. I like these. I do like these little round like ram horns. She. Sudden desire to paint a wall? Not really, no. I don't really like painting though. I'm sure a painter has had that feeling. Paint. I don't like paint. Paint does not like me, okay? So, one thing that I thought would be really fun. What? I can't even respond to that. It'll make me too upset. Anyway, so one idea I have is not like a spine, like, like a frilled spine, obviously. I was thinking kind of like Spinosaurus spine. Like, have that skin, flesh, rigid, I thought that would be cool. And just add to that kind of like large, like bulky presence. I love how you said, I'm sure you meant I am Christian, but you said I have Christian. And I would like to imagine that you've got like a tiny little Christian in your basement. Please let them out. You don't deserve that. But yeah. So here's like an idea. Which I don't know. I feel like that makes them look, because Spinosaurus is aquatic, and I don't feel like yeah, let Christian out. But because I do kind of like the spine, but I'm not like fully happy with the spine, so you're losing spine privileges. No more spine for you. What did I do on the actual Boulder Drake? They just have like some random like boring. I do think she's far too skinny here, though. Hello, Maddie Loves Coffee. I also am not doing so great, to be honest, but thank you so much for showing up here despite your feelings. I really appreciate everyone who's shown up today. Need to make her bigger. You have bad news? So maybe instead of spine, I do kind of like the more traditional spine thing where I don't connect it like a full actual spine and just make it like that. I'm also the therapist friend. I actually but yeah. I'm actually also trying to become a therapist and counselor and stuff. That's what I'm going to college for. But I'm fine. Sorry for asking this. You don't have to answer it, by the way, but since we lost she/her privileges, how do you feel when we call her feminine nicknames like girl, queen, diva? I don't care, dude. I am a diva, okay? You can call me feminine nicknames, just not feminine pronouns no more. You lost feminine pronoun privileges. I think maybe add like a ball on the table, kind of like you can barely see it, but like ankylosaur. Maybe. No, I'm not liking that. I'm having a mood today, okay? I think maybe just make the tail wider so, she can just whack you. And I think one of the reasons it's thrown me off is this head is so tiny. And as much as we need our big girl to have a smaller head to look more proportionate, I feel it's just a little too small. Yeah. I appreciate that. My issues are mostly me issues. Cause the mental health is a bitch and it does not listen to me too much, but yeah. But appreciate that you feel even the slightest bit of comfort here. I think most therapists have a therapist. I actually don't remember most of my childhood. I don't know if it was like repressed or something. I just don't remember it. And I do like the idea of having like a more like bulky like underjaw, like do something kind of like that as we lead into the neck. I'm a full believer that everyone should have a therapist. I am not going to therapy right now, though currently, because it's expensive, and I don't have money, and that's why you should commission me. That's a joke, of course. Only do it if you have money. I'm already tired. My therapist knows ball and loves One Piece. Nice. Right. Honestly, that's Phantasticus. Fun fact, and it's part of the reason why it's so dark. It's really just like my escape. It is my response because I was a kid who deeply hated the world and everything about it. Deeply hated humans and humanity. But how long has the stream been on for? Just about an hour. So we're trying to just getting into the meat of it. But deeply. But yeah, so a lot of it is deeply based on my own trauma and issues. So one idea that I had that I thought it would be really fun, since it's the land god, and the sea god got more fins, and the air god got more wings, maybe just like, give her like a little T-Rex arm. She deserves it. She's been good. She's earned an extra arm. I also did that all the time. Like in actuality, in truth, silly. Little T-Rex. POV when I get you. And then I think add more spines. You know, if all goes wrong, add more spines. That is what I always say. I'm glad you're liking the dragon so much, Bassie. And thank you for popping in, Topaz. Always happy to see you. I am kind of vibing with the dragon now. Only kinda. I've also been eating less, admittedly. I've always had like a hard time remembering to eat. So I'm not really surprised about that. Yeah, I do that all the time. I snack a lot. Not really eat at meals. So this is a dragon. I really don't know what I want to do for her. As you can see, Echo Guy, she's definitely one of my least thought out dragons. Like when it comes to her, I just genuinely don't really know what I kind of want to do. I should definitely have thought about it a little bit more beforehand. Maybe thrown together some concept art before I began, but we're here now. So, one idea that I was kind of liking is like a wide, thick tail end that kind of thins off before it connects to the body again. You're too sweet, silly. I would happily give you my IP address. I do. We love chirp. So, not liking this form as much, you know. Gotta get more back into it. Get back into it. Like that. There we go. That is a good point, Bodacious Rooster. Who doesn't? Big supporter of thick women. Though you could argue the patriarchy. But then again, it depends when. Only acceptable answer says, an anime recommendation. I don't know if you've seen One Piece Toilet Bound, but that's my favorite. Not One Piece. Darn it, Hanako-kun Toilet Bound. That is my favorite. Wait, why do I have an eraser and a naked eraser? Whatever. Definitely, actually, I don't know. Am I liking this build more or am I hating it? I don't know. I'm indecisive. That's funny. I have no heart. I cut it out yesterday. Maybe I add. Oh, what if I add like a pointy, like kind of like demon horns? Straight up, like do a like a demon horns. Yeah, maybe. Wait. Cooking. Mayhaps. Cooking, maybe just a little bit. So I like these spines more. I think I like this build more though. Throw on some more spines. But yeah, yeah. By the way, shout out, I've been like underweight my entire life. I'm actually no longer underweight. I am now, I don't know, average. Slightly less than average, but in a healthy weight, so yippee. Yippee for that. So I do kind of like this, and I think like here. Let's go over here. Let's go over here. And so I like this better. I think it's because I made it more bulky and stuff, but I think if we do like a simple little Echo Gaishi face here, do it kind of off to the side, you know, make it wide, short, stashy, and then go do like the up demon horns and these down curly horns at the same time. Then we slap in the ears. There we go. I do kind of like this. And then I think I want to do, like, for this pose, lean almost into the length of her, though, you know, the main thing, wide. Lean into the length to make her look more wide. So, like, we've got her neck like that. Go to her back and, like, show off her tail here. And, I am liking these stupid little T-Rex arms, I'll admit. Do, like, again, another little drag. Make that neck connection wide. Build up some bulk. Not liking that. That's too long. Too long. Add more short. Okay, so kind of this. I want to draw her limbs like shorter, more thick, you know? I think we're going for max thickness here. That's the vibe. The vibe, thick dragon lady. Very simple. Very clean. And you want to know what I'm really excited for? Not next. Now it's gonna be on Wednesday since I'm no longer streaming on Thursday. But I've got a really fun character that I've got planned. It's after this Wednesday. I'm actually not looking forward to the character that I'm going to draw this Wednesday, this following Wednesday, because I need to do some concept art. Like, I think he's got a chance for looking very cool, but the thing is, he's got like no lore at all. So I'm like, what do I even talk about? Because I can't talk about him. He's got like nothing going on. So I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not liking this neck. It's too long. I think the body is good. I don't like the head or the neck. It's just... Well, no, I know exactly what I want to draw, and I think his design is interesting. I just have no idea what to talk about. And you know me. I mean, I've been pretty quiet today because I haven't been doing too good, and I don't know what to talk about during these lives anymore. And I understand that my lore streams are way less popular than my gambling streams, and that a lot of people simply do not care about the lore streams or my world at any point, even if they watch my content and stuff. But it is a little hard with less people because it's kind of hard to like bounce off when there's like nothing being said. Because then it's like, ooh, talking to myself, which I'm really good at talking with myself. But I just have had nothing to talk to myself with recently that I like haven't already said and stuff. So now I can't even talk to myself. But sitting there in silence is boring and lame. I still don't like her, but it's whatever. It's whatever. We're keeping it. We're moving on. Drink water. I'm gonna go for just a moment. I'll be right back. Be good. The 5 people in chat. Okay, I'm back. I could go on and on. Maybe I will. But I feel bad when I talk about my other OCs, like when I'm drawing a different one. Because I'm like, oh, it's your day, it's your moment, and I have nothing to say about you. I guess I do have a few fun facts. Maybe I just give you fun facts about Ekogaishi. So out of the 3 nature dragon gods, she is the last one to be developed. And is the only one that it is not a carnivore. I'm glad you're having fun, call me silly, and thank you for waiting patiently. I grabbed a cookie, which was a bad idea on my part, because now I just want to eat the cookie and not talk. But I'm like, I should talk. I now have things that I want to talk about, but damn, cookie. So, back to this. Before I really get into the... No, I grabbed a cookie. I made cookies yesterday. I made them for Father's Day, and you may be like, wait, you made them yesterday for Father's Day? That's like, you're like 4 days late to the party. What the hell? And to my argument, we were out of chocolate chips until, yesterday. Thus, I made them yesterday. Also, while I'm eating this cookie right now, here, I'll show you. I'll give you guys a sneak peek. I'll award you for being here. One, I was gonna do 15 pride drawings in total. I am unable to do that now. So I was just gonna do 5 more. I don't think I'm able to do that though. So I'm now hoping that I'm just able to do 3 more, but I don't know, maybe it'll just be 2. But I have this one that is almost done. And it's these 2 fuckers. Look at them. They're so gay. I hope, honestly, if anyone knows who can recognize who these two are, love you already. But yeah. Honestly, I lose everything. It doesn't matter how clean or how messy my room is. Everything is gone. Congratulations on finding them. It does not Echo or Azrael. You can, one of them does kind of look like Azrael. That's because one of them is an angel. But he's, Azrael's a half angel. He is a full-blooded angel. The characters that you are appearing upon are actually... Shut up, Polaris. Him, right here, I literally mentioned him, earlier in stream, but it's Alger. And, the other one is his sweet husband, Ray New. But with that said, we have a visitor! We got a visitor. Are you jealous of my cookie or something, Rosie? Don't ignore me. Look at me. Okay. My glove is her color. She's so shiny. Hello. Trying to lick me again. I am iPad. But Rosie is here. And she is trying to eat the cookie crumbs off my hand. Or eat me. I don't know. But yeah. Anyway. That's who it is. I also, I also showed a sticker of them. Of course, it's Rainu's old design, not his new one. And, Alger is pretty much the same, but they are also this, ugly little Christmas sticker I made. But yeah. I'm hoping I might post it tomorrow. Hopefully. Though it might be I don't know if it was later tomorrow or some other time. But hello, Linda. I am doing good. Thank you for asking, Linda. But yeah, so anyway, back to this. You know, I'm gonna erase her feet because I hate them. Haha, I've stolen your feet. Good riddance. But I'm doing that for one very good reason, and that is because I'm trying to make more room. Because I drew all the other human designs for the dragons. I feel like it is only fair that I draw a human design for our sweet Echo Gaishi. Where the hell did my pencil go? Rosie, did you steal my pencil? Look it. Oh my goodness. I asked Rosie, did you steal my pencil? And immediately she went over and like crunched something. And I'm like, what the hell was that? And it's because she brought a stick into my room and then began eating it. You know, so I get splinters in my feet like normal. Because she hates me. Anyway, I did find my pencil. Bassie may have stole it, but I stole it back. And so one thing that I was thinking about for this human design is I wanted wide, buff, you know, Dami Mommy. Welcome back to the Mark Your Things Dragons Are Hot segment of the stream. I don't need help. I need, I don't know, to smash my head in a wall or something. I've already stolen your heart. I actually ripped it out and put it in one of the jars in my expansive glass jar collection. I have no idea who this Verity guy is. So, the build for this dragon humanoid, I was thinking rectangle. Okay, you guys see the vision? Now I'm gonna kind of like trim it out, draw like a vaguely rib cage shaped a Minecraft horror film. Interesting. And then, you know, trim it down just a little bit. You know, give her back some thighs. She has not lost thigh privileges. Belly. Bulky. Titty. Titty again. And, yeah. Theme for this drawing, woman whom is wide. And then draw head up here. Wide as well. Thick, stocky neck. I'm gonna bring down the shoulders a bit. There it is. Needs a little bit more neck. Just a bit, not too much, you know. Give her a confident pose. Give her wide arms. The theme is wide today. Do 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 do. Maybe I should just stop drawing and just play Minecraft instead. You can do some Wings of Fire. Not Wings of Fire. Ice and Fire. Yeah, you're so cringe, silly. You're the cringiest, silly, actually. You're so cringe, it's almost embarrassing. No, I'm just joking. Thank you. Ah! Of course, I'm gonna give her her floppy ears, because she deserves them. Draw those horns. Draw these horns as well. And draw a nice wide nose. Not evil Larry. So I didn't really know what I wanted to do with hair necessarily for her. For my gal, my girl. For my thick dragony queen. One thing I thought maybe bald. Okay, hear me out. We love a bald girl. However, I do have some hair ideas for her. So let me just go over here. Draw another little head. Draw some more ears. And draw some horns. Draw some more horns. And so one idea that I had here is to do like kind of like this short hair. Like, honestly, I spent all that time drawing those. I'm gonna remove it. Like, kind of do here and draw not like a super fluffy, but kind of like a really short, like not quite pixie cut. I don't know, maybe throw some bangs in there. Something like this is an idea I had. Just like short, like bald, short, like this short, kind of fluffy, interesting little hair. Another thing is, it's because it's a high polymer eraser by Pentel. They are probably the, for you asking why my eraser is so good. This is probably the the best eraser brand ever. That's also what this naked eraser is. The same thing, because they're really good. Highly recommend. Another idea that I also had, this time I will actually draw her ears for it. What are you eating now? Oh, just more sticks. She can't look at this dog. See, she thinks that she can just get away with bringing sticks into my room and eating them and getting splinters all over my floor that cut open my feetsies and hurt. And she just thinks like, oh, I'm just a silly little dog with my silly little ball. I am innocent. I am sweet. I am harmless. I am not doing anything wrong. Isn't that right, Rosie? Look at this criminal. This beast. This absolute menace to society. Thinking that she can just do whatever she wants. Yeah, you can see all the wood on the floor. All the little splinters. Goodness gracious. This dog. So the next thing that I was kind of thinking of, with this, well, I really don't have any other ideas. I have not seen Monkey Wrench, no. I think someone has, suggested it to me before, but... So, oh yeah, another idea that I had is kind of like, instead of just like flat out bald, do like a, like kind of just like a peach fuzz look. Like, you know, just the almost bald, but not bald, just a short little hair thing. That's an idea that I had as well. I will not buy you an eraser, nor will I let you steal it. I love them too much, and I am poor. And I feel like we've got room for another idea, so why not do another one? I'll move that up for y'all. You guys got another hair idea for me to try out for her? Because the other two have long hair, so, like, I was thinking making her have shorter hair, but though, I think maybe, like, we do, like, the tight, like, bald, okay? Bald, hear me out. But then have the long back hair, like, ponytail thing? No, never mind. I already have a character that has that. Unless... Draw it a little differently. Maybe add bangs. Does she deserve bangs? Bang or not to bang? Now that is the question. Well, anyway, we're going to go back over here since I have not decided anything yet. It was a very useless exercise. But now we can go over here. I'm going to kind of draw that same, like, figure. I'm going to try to... I want to be able to try 2 different outfits. Yeah, I know. It's too soon. And I don't really draw all these humanoid designs. I only do humanoid designs for some of the, like, bigger dragons. Like, the gods, you know? So like if I maybe mess around. So one idea I had, so one, as we all know, yeah, boobs, they work like this. And I was thinking maybe like kind of almost like an athletic kind of shirt. Like a little like tank top thing. Maybe add some like black, black little whorish gloves because I love them so much. But then I was thinking maybe clip on like here, like some fur. Almost to lead into that like more animal, like wild aesthetic and stuff. Some furs. I have no idea. But another, I don't know. Another thing is, because I do think it's nice to make her feminine, because even though she's definitely like more built, which is not typically feminine, even though we love a thick feminine woman, as we all know. We could. Like a dress of some sort. Maybe do almost like a low V-neck. Show off, show off some side boob. Side boob, everybody? We want some side boob? Bye, Massey. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And then once again, come back to that furs. Honestly, I am really liking this idea of like this kind of not bald, kind of bald look, so I think I am gonna go with that. I just needed to let it rest for a moment. But yeah. And I think it works best with all her hornness going on. And of course, maybe add like some like rocks to the side, add like a metal look, maybe add like a little choker. Alright, and I will say, I was gonna do some fun facts, but I've really been talking about character design here. However, I do have like a few things to discuss. For one thing, her favorite food is cacti and roses. She eats roses. Give her some roses. She'll eat them. She'll love them. But I think it's about time, with all the sketching being done, it is time to get into that lore. So, first and foremost, a thing that, like, I will say, I've mentioned this a little bit before, but big land dragons are really hard to come across. Due to the nature that the fact that they get killed really easily. So, Echo Gaishi is the largest non-sea dragon. And that's right. I told you that Alabanda is like 40 feet tall and like 100 long. Echo Gaishi, well, I do not have an exact little weight that I want to put to her. Yeah, she is much, much taller than that. That's fine. Thank you for being here with us, Christian. But yeah, so her story is definitely probably the least developed out of all of like the main dragon gods. She more so has kind of been developed for like with the aesthetics of her and the idea of her rather than an actual backstory for herself. But she originally is a desert dragon. A lot of these dragons tend to live in like desert caves, which that is where she made her home for quite a long time. And that is one reason why they eat cacti. There is a more forest variant of them that live in more like flowered fields and stuff. That's the one that eat rose. That's the one that eats roses. Ah, darn it! My pen is dying on me. Hold on. But just let me scribble. Scribble. Ah, come on. Come to life. Come back to me. Oh. I swear, I draw like a line and then it just dies. That's okay. I guess it needs a nap. That's fine. I have another pen. Another pen acquired. But so like one of the like the basic ideas. So she a lot of the things that she eats as like these dragons they are pretty thick and built, which is very rare for warmer climates. But they're kind of like almost like camels. In fact, they hunt camels a lot of the time. Ooh, so smooth. So, not much. We're just getting into the lore. So, however, there was a bit of a famine in this deserty region, and it is very normal for like deserts, like things like have a like low on water and food and resources. Very common desert things. That's why a lot of these dragons can like rest for very long points of times are things when they are bigger to save up that energy and that the resources on things like that. However, with her specifically, with this famine coming in, a lot of these dragons are fighting, and thus there was kind of like a migration from these desert dragons moving into more of the woods at this time, traveling very long distances to get to an area that's more wooded and forested, where they ate a lot more like plants and of course rose bushes, as I've mentioned a little bit before. So, in the main thing that like matters with any of this is that during this time, so because of this migration and Echo Gaishi, through a variety of reasons, it's one of these dragons that got being already pretty large and then got larger because now they had like so many more resources. There was more effort taken into like actually consuming things rather than barely surviving, which allowed them to get to enormous sizes compared to their purely desert dragon counterparts. And with that of Echo Gaishi was one of these dragons, and since a lot of humans were not settled in this area yet, so it mainly being land to native things, the fact that this dragon, well, is technically non-native, but like came in and was like kind of decimating the native environment and food population. And real and that's, and again, because how does this dragon react to hugs? She's like neutral on them. She really doesn't care. She's probably the only dragon that won't instantly kill you out of the nature dragons. How does she react to drugs? Depends on the drugs. Most of them won't do nothing to her, though. Like, you would have to have some crazy doses to really impact a dragon this large. Is she homophobic? No. I mean, most dragons aren't homophobic. They have no reason to be. They're not in a society where that benefits them in any way, so why would they? She is a herbivore and eats mostly they are built to eat really spiny things, like cacti is the main thing they eat, but they also tend to tear apart like thorn bushes and roses. She does not eat people because of being a herbivore, though she will definitely bite and have I ever drawn a homophobic character? Yes, lots of them actually. I have a lot of homophobic characters. We're actually going to start talking about them soon. I mentioned this a little bit earlier. I don't know if I've drawn them, really. I'll double check. I don't think I have too many of them drawn, though. Where's my sketchbook? Do. You've now sent me on a mission. Wrong sketchbook. Wrong sketchbook. Goodbye, Rosie. Welcome back, Rosie. I acknowledged you, so you have returned. Where is it? Genuinely, where is it at? Actually, where did I place my sketchbook? Is it underneath here? Rosie, don't bite my ankle, you big meanie. You big meanie doggy. Should we be happy that you'll see homophobic characters soon? I mean, I don't know, maybe. Again, I don't really draw them. Ugh. And I found my sketchbook, but I might have one in here. Look at that. We're starting with our lesbians and bisexual and tits. I'll call it Eve, Alger, Eve. Azrael has some internalized homophobia, but I don't. It's not like homophobic. More so, yeah, he's got his things. We've got her, Paimon, more lesbians, more lesbians, more lesbians. Him, lesbians, lesbian. They might as well be lesbians. Lesbians, women, lesbians, building. Oh, she's a heterosexual. Eve, Azrael, Snake. He's not a homophobe, but we're actually going to talk about him soon. I'm actually really excited to talk about him. Homosexuals, lesbians, 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 lesbian, lesbian, hello Lucy, blank page, creature, gay bastard, gay yowie, flower. No, he is not homophobic. None of these people are homophobic. That one's a lesbian. That one's a lesbian. That one's a girl kisser. That one's a non-binary. And then we've got that gay. The Supreme Angel is not homophobic. Also non-binary. The Polycule of Nightmares. Her. My boss's dog. Echo. More dog. Lesbian. He, him, lesbian. Lesbians. Eve. But he dated the homophobe, actually. He dated the homophobe for a little bit. And then Strudel, of course. Wolf. Lucifer with his tits out. A bunch of blank pages. Nope, there's no homophobes in that book. No, he's not homophobic. He dated a 99% lesbian, 1% gay men. True. I literally, honestly, flipping through that book, I forgot how many lesbians were in that book until I was actively flipping through it. Like, I only draw women who love women, okay? Yeah, 0% homophobe. Are there some in here? Okay. Next sketchbook. We've got the most hideous dragon you've ever seen. We've got, Eve and Kali, Nure, Karma, more Karma stuff, a lesbian with trauma, trans character, me drawing a bunch of people's OCs. I did a bunch of art. Did a bunch of art giveaways for a bunch of random people. Queen Alabanda and Whiteout. City, towns, more OCs that I drew for people. Wishmaker doll form. Echo. The Wishmaker's bi husband. These gays. Seraphim concept art. Echo. Hello, Echo. Valkyrie. Concept art. Harold. Okay, we might have our first homophobe of the bunch. This is Harold. He's a landlord. And he wears a dead fox as a scarf. I have no idea. He might be gay. He might be homophobic. I don't know. I've never developed him. that far. This might be the only homophobe that I have drawn. More concept art. Oh, Ashikaido! And then, when I first started streaming again. So it looks like that technically I haven't really drawn any homophobes. Actually, hold on. I have an older sketchbook. I think I drew, the Supreme Angel's, evil twin. The joke is that they're both evil. But I think I actually might have a homophobe in this one. Simon the Snake. Okay, we've got a unicorn being attacked by caterpillars. We've got Yin, so gay. Woo, we've got our first homophobe. He's homophobic. He's one of my older characters. He's actually not part of Phantasticus at all. And you may be wondering, this guy looks gay as shit. How is he homophobic? That. It's the internalized homophobia. Much worse than a lot of characters have. He doesn't want to be gay, but he is. And anyway, lesbians, non-binary, dog, otter, wolf, a bunch of little pen doodles, cat, bear, bunch of lines, fox, flower, deer, monkey, corn snake, leopard shark, cow. Actually, hold on. This leopard shark, he might be homophobic. He looks like he's judging me. Look at those eyes. Cow, rhino, frog, horse. Homophobe next face, woman kissing. Hey, hey, a random woman that I found. Concept art, more concept art. Trans. His name is Peregrine. He's trans. We've got kind of art of my little gay little demon girl. The darkness, moon. Oh, me, Wendigo, dragon. Shout out for those who recognize these dragons. None of you do, and that's for the best. Patterns. Oh, we've got another drawing of Yang, but he's being tortured, perhaps for his homophobia. Oh, we've got yin, more yin. Some random creatures. What the fuck? Oh, we've got more Yang. Therefore, see, a lot of homophobes in this book. Wendigo. And here is he. This is who I was looking for. This is the homophobe. This is the Supreme Angel's evil brother. Hello, everyone just joining. People asked if I drew any homophobic characters. He is a homophobe. He is, you know what, Yang's homophobic? Him. This is his dad. This is Yin, This is, Yin, so Yang, he's gay. Yang is gay, right? He's got a lot of internalized homophobia. It's his fault. This is Yang and Yin's dad. Half their vent art is trauma regarding this man. Also, for some reason, I decided to draw him as buff. I don't really like it now, but this is a very good drawing. Anyway, dinosaurs, very bad dragon, rose, shapes. We have, Lord Zinta, who, as we know, Ezekiel is the name of the other character on the other page. All Ezekiel does is misgender them. So yeah. We've got an ugly spider, an ugly creature. We've got a commission idea, this little cockatrice thing, more roses. We have Enmu from Demon Slayer. He's gay. We've got my very first, like, Pathfinder character. We've got the very first concept of math, people. This is when Phantasticus was born. This page. As you can see, all of this. It's why you saw nothing from Phantasticus in this entire book. This is when Phantasticus was born, people. And that's why we have gay Moth Yowie on the next page, and more gay Moth Yowie on the following page. Bat people. My little creature guy. This is how I imagine you guys, by the way. You're my little rat thing. Gio and Sabito. More little rat thing. Deer. Fox. More yangs. More internalized homophobia. We've got the darkness. I have the right to bear arms. And yeah. The final page. Homophobe's ex-boyfriend, ex-boyfriend's mom, homophobe's gay sister, and homophobe's ex-boyfriend's adopted non-binary siblings. So, yeah. I have homophobes in this book. I have not drawn a single Phantasticus homophobe yet, but there are a lot. Like, I'll draw him soon. We're gonna get to the homophobe soon. I'm gonna get to draw Mammon. Mammon is Phantasticus's biggest homophobe that has dated a gay man. That's who Beelzebub dated first time. He dated the homophobe. But yeah. Mammon? No, not the one from Helluva Boss. I was talking about my characters. Why would I ever bring up Helluva Boss? No, my Mammon. But yeah. Holy peak, homophobes surrounded by the gays. True. Anyway, I hope you guys liked that little sketchbook tour. We're talking dragons now. But yeah. Please stop licking. Look at this bitch. Come over here, licking my elbow. Like she can just do that and get away with it. Rosie, you're not getting away with it. The people see you. They know what you have done. They know what you have done. Look at me. They know what you have done. But now she's trying to kill you. Look at this. She hates you. You wanna write a story? Squid? I'm just gonna call you Squid. I don't feel like saying out your whole name like usual. Rosie is like that, though. But congratulations, Squid! Gets, yeah, ambushed. For real, but yeah. So it looks like I have not drawn any of my homophobic Phantasticus characters yet. I'm gonna have to start doing that soon. But I have not. But they do exist. They do, in fact, exist. Wait, I have drawn. Hold on. Where is he? Where's the bitch? Couldn't find him yet, but I did promote AV. I think you fell asleep. I think you fell asleep at the end of the green stream, but AV joined at the end of the green stream, and I promoted her then. But I couldn't find him, but I found a comic I did. Should I post this? Do you want to see it? Post the comment? Post the comic? Gotta read this really fast. It's, like... What's wrong? But yeah. No other words, but yeah. True. I've got another little comic page, too. I've got a bunch of them. Where is it, though? Where is he? No, that's not any of that. I've got the darkness. I don't know why I draw a lot of Christmas themed shit though. I have more comics, more art things. Where is he? What is this? Oh, that's my self-portrait. I'm not showing that. This looks like art I did with friends. That is just her. Is he in here? Where is he? Azazel, you cannot hide from me! You homophobic bitch. I was thinking about it. I'm like, I've never drawn any of my homophobic Phantasticus characters, but they do exist. I have drawn him. I drew him once. Bunch of Inktober, bunch of art stuff. The Duolingo owl. My very first OC. You're never seeing her. Oh, goodness gracious, I forgot she existed. Bunch of gay shit. Dragons. My Undertale AU Among Us comic. Wow. Ancient. I'm not showing you any of this. You guys just have to, Oh, hello. Hello, Crystal. I do not know you. I wasn't looking at the chat. Oh, you guys want a poll? You guys want a poll? Why? Why would I ever give you that, though? Where is he? I'm too busy searching to read chat. I will in a moment. Sorry if you feel neglected right now. Okay, who's the cutest character I have? Because they want to dance on a pole? I don't think they would dance on a pole. The cutest character I have is a child. I don't know if you do that. I couldn't find him, but I found Turkey Roan. There's some context behind that one. Will you ever know it? I don't know. You have to ask very nicely. Okay, other folder. For those that don't know, this is what I'm going through. This is what I had to deal with. I'm looking through the books. You're gonna go eat some bricks? Exciting. What kind of bricks? What's your favorite flavor of brick? Oh, damn, this is just school stuff. Never mind. That's boring. Is he in? Guess what? Third folder. Is he in here? Nope. He's not in there. You're not missing out. I'm hunting right now. Where are you? I seriously have no idea where the hell I put these drawings. Help. Are they in here? Are they in here? With my other comic? And a bunch of writing stuff? No. How about, I'll double check here again, actually. Because I really thought they should be in here. If they're not in here, then I feel like they have to be misplaced. Which, that makes me sad. Like, where is it? Where is my folder? Do your worlds have Trump? No, never. I did not eat cement when I was 6. I guess I'll show you. You wanna look? I'll look with you. I realize how boring that is. We should probably, I'll let you look with me. Okay. This is another folder. It is blank. Not the right folder. What do you want to ask? Ah. I'm destroying everything right now. Here's this book. Nope, not in here. Christ, where is it? Nope, not in there. Oh wait, hold on. Folder I haven't checked yet. Oh shit, no. That's not it. I don't know if I'd make a poll with that. It sounds like something you should decide on your own, on your lonesome. Or make a poll in your community tab. Damn, where is that? Anyway, I think I'm gonna officially give up now. Because I swear, I checked in like every single folder I own. I know there has to be another folder that they are in. Because there literally has to be. But, yeah. Never thought I'd be searching this long or this hard for a homophobe, huh? Well, sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles now, isn't it? Or something like that. I'm kind of sad though, because, you know, since I can't. Hey guys, guess what? Guess what? Hidden in a folder of my schoolwork. No. Jesus. No. Here he is, the only Phantasticus homophobe I have drawn. Also, that reminds me, I literally showed you a drawing of him on screen because I drew him. He was hidden within all the Yuri. I was too focused on girls kissing girls. I forgot that the homophobe snuck his way in it. Right here. So this is a little short comic that I did that I just passed through it because I'm like, oh, it's just Yuri because this is Set and this is Pandora. Set is in love with Pandora. Here he is dancing with Set's girl. Here he is. He also makes another joke appearance in this Yuri right here. He's been hiding. The homophobe has been hiding. He doesn't have a Texan accent. He's based on a Catholic priest, though. But he's been hiding among the Yuri this whole time. And this is him as well. Baby's first time trying to draw blood with alcohol markers. Among the Yuri, there was a homophobe. And you know, lesbians next to Jesus. There's some context behind this drawing. Dear God, not Jesus. More gays. His name is Azazel. That's because all of my fallen angels wear a black mask, but he's based on a priest in terms of he wears like a priest suit. I don't know if I want to talk about the context of the Jesus drawing. So, but I'll talk about it anyway, because now I really want to. So, for those that don't know, I live in Utah. And for those that know anything about Utah, is that everyone's Mormon. Like, the Mormon spawn rate here is crazy. So, and because of that, both my parents are Mormon, right? Now, the thing is, Mormons, they like to do, like, church, the separation of church and state. You see, Mormons, they kind of really hate the separation of church and state. which one of the things it separates is church and school, because school is a state program. However, Mormons, they do this thing called seminary, where pretty much the school when it buys land, and then they buy a section of land that they intend to sell to the Mormon church. Which the Mormon church then buys from the school to build what we call a seminary building. I don't identify as Mormon anymore, but I did grow up Mormon. So, and when you go to high school, you can do something called seminary, and you may be like, wait, but didn't you just mention separation of church and state? You can't pretty much go to church during school hours. Where the thing is, you can. So they would mark it on your schedule as relief hour, which was a sect hour where you would go walk over to the seminary building that was right next to the school to go learn about like the Book of Mormon and the Bible and the stuff. Well, yes, in school. So I did seminary for every year except for my senior year of high school. And seminary is really boring. It is the most boring class. It is the most class that I saw where people slept during seminary all the time. And that's just fine, Gio. Thank you for joining. But yeah. So it was boring. Everyone slept. I also slept. So one thing that I did to keep awake often is draw. So I drew a lot of the time. I drew a lot in seminary. And, you know, I practically only drew gay things. So one time I was using my alcohol markers. I was coloring in my lesbian moths. You know, my lesbian moths looking longingly into each other's eyes. And then one day, my little seminary teacher walks up to me and he said, "Oh, wow, that looks really good. You know what you should draw? Jesus." And I said, "Okay, yeah, I'll draw Jesus in my style." So I drew him as a freak with like 19 eyes. Yeah, I drew Jesus. Jesus as an angel in Phantasticus, yes. But that is the story of why I drew Jesus. I'm glad you like the story. There you go. Just a little bit of my Mormon trauma for all y'all. Yeah, I was never asked to draw Jesus again. And I stick to drawing gay moths. I honestly, not gonna lie, I only drew freak gay shit during seminary. I truly could not care less. Drawing on. That's fine, Gio. Again, thank you for stopping by. Coming just in time for my talk about drawing Jesus. That's also the place that I learned that if I die, I get to marry a sexy angel husband. For those that know nothing about Mormonism, you're probably very confused, but it is true. Yeah. I drew a lot of my angels really white and pale at the time because of there is a bunch of lore why angels are white in my world, which is why I also added a bunch of color to his skin. Like if you notice, I added like a more tan skin color to him, which that is dark skin for an angel. Because I felt bad drawing him white because I'm like, this is not a white man. But since I'm drawing him like an angel in my style, it makes no sense to draw him like not white. Now I have a bunch of angels with like brown and deeper skin, and I know how I like to do it, but I did not then. Because I was but a little shadow-minded little baby back then. That is true. Why the hell is that vegan teacher being brought up? Oh, that. Yeah, honestly, I see her live streams now and again. I every time I see her, I'm just like, who? It's like, damn, who the hell let this grandma come back? Anyway, to the Yuri, yep, have fun. But yeah. Anyway, I realize I have not talked about like any lore about this character. I'm so sorry, my girl. You've been outshined by homophobes today. Hey. But anyway, so exactly. We have seen more homophobe than the dragon today. But so the lore, so going back to kind of the lore since I interrupted myself, but yeah, she originally was a desert dragon that moved up to the forest during a famine where she then began to eat more thorny bushes and changed the lives into a homophobic live in a pit. Eco Gaishi. Yeah, I'm so sorry, my girl. But definitely gave a lot more watch time today. So we win and we lose. So what she kind of did is like being so large, people tend to like start bothering her now because even though humans really didn't live in this area yet, they were starting to kind of move to this area. So seeing this really large land dragon, kind of instead of being like, oh hey, maybe we shouldn't live here. There's a very large land dragon here. Instead it was like, hey, we want to move here. Let's kill this very large land dragon. So they kind of start hunting her down. And obviously, a lot of people view dragons as carnivores. And the thing is with a lot of carnivores, they're kind of like more sleek, more prone for the hunt. Don't get me wrong, there are tigers which are built, okay? And but a lot of people herbivores typically are usually bulky. I mean, have you seen a moose, a hippopotamus? They are herbivores, and they're probably some of the toughest creatures known to man. Herbivore dragons are like that, too, where because they are living in a world where a lot of dragons kill and eat other dragons, they practically were built to fend off these other much more aggressive carnivorous dragons, which is another reason why a lot of them get so large. So a lot of them, they were pretty much hunting her like if she was a mountain dragon, like the more meat-eating mountain dragons. And then, obviously she is not, so that method really did not work out well. However, it was really annoying, and she was starting to get pretty big. I'm talking about, she's like, probably about 100, getting to 100 feet long, more like 80 feet long, which for a drake, who is not that long, is not supposed to be that long, is huge. And then because people kept trying to kill her, and this bothered her and made her, not so happy, not a happy dragon, not at all, she decided to go make herself a home where no one can penetrate and bother her. So thus she goes about to the middle of the land, and big back drake, true. She, with her thick little skull, digs up a mountain. This dragon got big enough and powerful enough to make a mountain. Yes, is it a small little... It's a small little mountain, yes. Is it a hill? No, it is a mountain, but a tiny. And that is now where she spends most of her days. There are people that came in to worship her, of course, and stuff. We're using potato brown. But yeah. And that is why she's able to be the largest land dragon while also being quite the pacifist, because she truly just sleeps underneath a mountain that she made all day. And now that she's got people kind of worshiping her and stuff like that, they often are the ones that are bringing her food to serve their queen and stuff. But yeah. But yeah. Yeah, and because I'm sure Avi wants to know this, favorite food is roses, rose bushes. She loves the thorns, and cacti. They have a very tough digestive system that can process a lot of things and be put through a lot of shit. But yeah. So, and there is a blue stream. So, we're gonna do a light blue and a cyan stream that's coming up this Saturday, but the blue, like the actual like blue, like think dark blues, navies, like the blue crayon stream, that will be the following Saturday. So in like 2 days and a week from now. Yeah, all types of blues except for light blues, since we're already dedicating a stream to them. You'll make a farm. She'd love you for that. She does love food. Food is her favorite thing. And yeah. So that's pretty much her lore, which yeah, you could see earlier where I'm just like, I have no idea what to talk about this stream. She has such little lore, and that's also why I'm scared of the next lore stream coming up on Wednesday now. I'm no longer streaming on Thursday. There's a lot of new people here. No longer streaming on Thursday. It will be on Wednesdays. But yeah. It's okay. We're almost done. I'll try to rush. I will rush. Nya, nya, nya. Nya, nya, nya. Well, yeah. So I like the next things to really like with her like role in the story now. She is kind of just like a slumbering god. I don't really know what roles I want her to play in the story. Echo does visit her quite a bit. Echo has danced with this beefy dragon before. You know, because he's cracked like that. Does she have kids? This dragon? I actually don't know. Again, I told you this is like the least developed of the dragons this far. She could have had kids probably a long time ago, not recently, and not actively raising them like, Mothin is what they're called. It's spelled, moth and then E-N, but I'm actually stealing your spelling. Moth, I-A-N, is a way better spelling, and I'm stealing it. Okay? Stop spelling my characters better than me. But yeah. But yeah, so it's kind of so I think my answer is she probably has kids a long ago, but this dragon's usually like a pack creature. They're not isolationist. So like it's less so that the kids are horror and more so that the kids belong to like the pack. And now that she's kind of just like an isolatory dragon, I doubt that, well, because one, she's in isolation. I doubt that she'd have kids again. Yeah. Because a lot different context for her now. Honestly, in hindsight, I really wasn't vibing with this dragon at all. Like the design of it. I actually really am now. I really like it. I think I cooked, actually. I think this little T-Rex arm was the best idea I've had. Who knows? Who knew I just needed to search for homophobes for an hour to actually figure out that I like this. Does she? Yeah, she pretty much built a mountain so that she could hide technically above ground, but underneath the ground. She is the most powerful. But yeah. I don't know. I don't think she's like homophobic. She's probably messed around with women before. I mean, I drew her with a buzz cut. That's gay as hell. Yeah, so many lesbians today. Honestly, I might just make her gay, but slept with a man to reproduce and have children and add to the culture, but probably gay. I think I might make this dragon gay. What do you guys think? Do you guys want gay dragon? Do the people yearn for gay dragon? Yeah, I think I'll make her gay. Because the other dragons are straight. I think we need some lesbian dragon representation, okay? But then again, she's a dragon. I don't think she really cares. Like, I think it's like gay asterisks. Like, I don't think really none of my dragons are like straight or gay. The ideas of like gender and humans and a lot of humanoids have don't matter to dragons. I mean, it makes sense. A lot of lesbians actually have like they don't really sleep with a man, though I know there's been some that have. But a lot of them do get things like sperm and stuff from men in order to have children and raise them with their wives. So I do feel like it's actually pretty good. I honestly, call me silly, I've thought about it. I won't go into it. But yeah. I don't know. I've seen some wild zoo videos. But yes. Yeah, what I'm kind of saying is dragons are like neither straight nor gay simply because this is not a concept that applies or they care about at all. Like applies to them or they care about. Though I feel like even though a lot of them I mean, some dragons probably do that. But yeah, anyway. This is, with that said, we're ending up the live. We've colored my beautiful little dragon girl. This is what she's looking like now. Ekugaishi, god of the land, lives and sleeps in a mountain for like all of her life, and she couldn't have it any other way. Probably had a wife before. I don't know. I'll develop her lore more. We're not done here. You can say stuff. Cause we need to color the top. But yeah, here's her. I think honestly, I really wasn't vibing with her design that I made, but I actually am vibing with it now. I think it looks pretty cool. I thought it was kind of like boring and stuff, like a dragon that was trying to look interesting but like didn't really turn out, and I wasn't really vibing with the decisions I've made for her. I actually really like it in like now. It just took me a minute. Maybe I'm just insecure. But yeah. But here we are, back to the beginning, you know, as we always are eventually. We're gonna color in her little brown little mountain. It does remind, you are right. Echo's scarf is supposed to be like a feathered boa, but I didn't really, I wanted to do it feather, but I didn't really care to like render the feathers and stuff. Also, holy shit, where did you find Echo's Halloween outfit? I don't even remember posting that anywhere. Or bringing it up. But, so that's the main difference, but you are right. They are pretty similar. What can I say? I love women in a black dress with some kind of like feathered or fur boa. Oh! I saw you. I followed you back, by the way. I saw you and I'm like, this is no coincidence. There is no way this isn't my silly. Also, I have a question for you guys. Yes, I do. Every time I talk about lore, I do the welcome. I followed you back because, I don't know, maybe you're gonna post art and I want to see it. Of course I followed you back. You should make a Tumblr. Join us. It's gay. Link to my Tumblr in the description. Don't get embarrassed. Seriously, I am hoping that you like post art in there eventually. You should add a bird to the page. I should add a bird. We'll talk about birds actually soon. Yeah, Tumblr is a website or whatever. But I do have some news. So once I've mentioned it before. Yeah, it's a social media website page. Where 80% of people there are gay. And furries, probably. But anyway, so as I talked about a little bit earlier, but oh, hello, Tisha. But yeah, as I talked about a little bit earlier, no stream Thursdays anymore. I will be streaming. Sorry. I mean, yeah, there's no auto captions, I'm afraid, but so, oh, thank you so much, Silly. Well, I followed you back, so, yeah. So, as we know, No, I will not be streaming on Thursday anymore. There will be no lore streams on Thursday because I will be streaming on Wednesday instead. Of course, submit your cyan characters. Go to the form, submit the form for your cyan characters. That stream will be this upcoming Saturday, and next week I'll give you all a hint to next week's lore stream, which will now be on Wednesday. We are going to heaven. That's all I'll say. Bye.